The news of victory over Nebrelia spread throughout the world. Volandis became a frightening neighbor to many. Forest lords and knights, King Frederick I of Terran organized feasts and showered them with land gold. Oh, so it's not a Pangaea. There's actually other continents, but I guess we can only explore Volandis. I guess the other ones are just story. All right. But all the while, the common people stayed behind in the shadows of the bonfires, listening to their families. Death cries that howled louder than the wind. The king had won the war, but he'd lost the love of his people. Celestia is officially branded a traitor by her brother. The story was told that she, the illegitimate child of the late queen and some disloyal soldier. From a historical perspective, this narrative turned out to be a grave mistake on Frederick's part, as it gave resistant groups across the country a guiding light to follow. Thus it happened that more and more resistors sought out Hermit's Isle to fight alongside the Crimson Wings against King Frederick. So now we're officially the resistance. I mean, we were before, but now it's like more official. And so the times were darker than ever before. Calamities struck Eldria and threw to this bow of terror and fear. Oh, so this is like the guy, the narrator is this person here, apparently. Famines, wars, and the Black Death killed hundreds of thousands. Darkness started to guide people's fate, and it was from this darkness that evil manifested itself. It is said that in the beginning this evil was nothing but a starving boy, but it knew how to satisfy its hunger from the suffering and grief around it. The boy became a man, then a monster, eventually a demon, and finally something beyond anything imaginable. It became a will, less force, of evil that swept over the land and destroyed everything. Our ancestors, the great heroes around Leonard, faced it, but even they stood no chance against the sheer emptiness. Instead of killing it, they had no choice but to banish the Harbinger into a prison with the help of the Vane. Phew, his speech doesn't seem to have an end. Oh, maybe this is actually a flashback. I don't know. Huh, let him have it. He only gets it once a year after all. Ah, if it isn't my beloved H03. How are you faring? I'm doing great, Lord Vaughn. I didn't know you'd be here. You're locked up in the palace like a nun. There are not many opportunities for me to see my fiancé. Oh, right, how could I forget? I'm already counting the days. It will be the biggest wedding ever given to a maiden. Sounds promising. Getting married is really fun. Hey, Timothy, let's get out of here. What? I can't stand here. Neither speech nor this guy Vaughn. Move. Excuse me. She doesn't like her fiancé. Great, no one's here. I've always wanted to try these puzzles. But your lessons in passing these trials won't begin until next year. Oh, don't be like that. I just want to get a taste of it so I don't embarrass myself in front of the others later. Fine. Ahem, so let me officially welcome you. These are the trials that you'll find in sanctuaries such as Shambhala. If you pass them, you'll be granted entry and can access equipment and gold that has been deposited for you by the Order. Also, it is there you can contact our allies, the Vane. They will... I already know all that. Let's get started. Receive new quest, finish quest. Teleport, okay. I guess I can't actually pull up the menu even though it gives me the new quest and all that. I can't actually pull up the menu. Just that menu in the map, which has no map. Okay, well that's kind of anticlimactic. Your goal is to push the red orb onto the golden plate. Yeah. You can reset the orb by stepping on blue pedestal. Oh my gosh, this is like... Oh, this is like the freaking Cloister Trials from like Final Fantasy X, isn't it? Now give it a push. The orb flies. Use the black... Oh my gosh, that's exactly what this reminds me of. Alright. The breakable blocks break only if the orb has some speed, so an orb next to the block can't break it. Oh, and the orbs can stop each other. Oh, I think we messed up here. Huh. Can we not move these ones? I see. I think we just drew it like this, actually. Alright, that's how you do it. Oh, we have to get both of them. Shoot. Ah, that ain't gonna work then. Let's see if we... I get it. Oops. Heard a loud crashing. Oh, shoot. I see, okay. One more time. I got it. You know the rules. Good luck with solving this one. So, let's see. So if we push it up here, we break that one. Then what? Or we can actually push it over here and then up here. That goes nowhere. Goes nowhere. Goes nowhere if we... So if we push it here, then we can push it up there. I got it. Yep, right here, and then up, and then to... Oh, nope, that doesn't work. Thought it would. I guess I looked that's further up than I thought. I thought it'd land here, and then boom. Alright. No, that ain't gonna work. It's gonna go right. See? Here we go. I think that's enough for now. Let's get some fresh air. Alright, that was fun. Not really that hard. There's something I need to talk to you about. You look awfully serious. It's about you and me. Len, our relationship is kind of difficult because we both know our love isn't supposed to be. Next month you'll officially become a teacher of the Leonard Order. A relationship between a maiden and teacher is forbidden, and that's why I'm going to stop my training. Are you mad? You can't. I've never been more sure of a decision. Imagining you marrying Vaughn makes me sick to my stomach. You can't give up on your dream for me. Don't worry, I'm a man of many dreams. I'll marry you and find something different. Heh heh heh. What could those other dreams be, I wonder? Oh, a lot of everything. Maybe I'll become a bird breeder, or I'll open my own restaurant. Oh, Timothy. Timothy. New supporters have arrived. They want to speak to Len. They will have to wait. Len is busy. And you over there, how are the new supply routes? We have more and more mouths to feed. Everyone's acting as if nothing happened. Well, maybe nothing happened, I imagine. Oh, Len's death, those huge creatures, or maybe they really did turn back time. And that Gawain, what did he... Glenn, wake up. I've got a problem here. Can you take a look? Yes, of course. You really have a knack for these things. Is that a requirement to become a pilot? Not really. It's more like a hobby of mine. Alright, that should have solved the problem. Great, I'll take it from here. Thank you, Aku. Thank you for supporting us. Sienna saved my life. Where she goes, I follow, well, most of the time, so be sure to thank her. I'll do that. Can't concentrate on anything. I should go ask Sir Victor about Gawain. Alright, so... I think we want to save... Probably this one. Alright. See, we got new skills. We probably need to actually leave Hermit's Isle so we can actually have our party members, so... Nothing that relevant. Well, let's go talk to the person who gives items. Tough rips, rayon fiber, colossus hide. It's not bad. Materials are always good. Need more. Alright. So let's see. Teleport not currently possible. Interesting. So there must be something we need to do on this island. Alright, let's see. Let's go upstairs. I'm worried, Glenn. Here I am, holding the Grand Grimoire in hands. Yet I refuse to destroy it. We explained earlier that we do not know with certainty how to destroy it, and that is why we should wait. But I'm afraid that this is just an excuse. There's so much power in my hands. The stone seduces me, Glenn. What if that's the real reason I want to keep it? I'd be ashamed of myself. I bought Crest from a wandering circus, though he was a guard dog. They treated him rather poorly. Well, actually, the story is a bit different. I wanted to buy him, and the circus owner agreed. When we met to pay for Crest, his men overpowered my soldier and wanted to take me hostage. But Crest wouldn't let them. He defeated them. Crest has been my friend from that moment on. Wonder if that's what really happened. Remember we saw the flashback where she poisoned all of her siblings? Said she had like 28 siblings, and she killed them all to become like the... sole, like, successor to her kingdom or whatever. Yeah, kind of messed up stuff. Apparently she made a deal with that devil guy or whatever, that demon, for, like, power. Like I said, this game does have some interesting characters. A lot of these characters are not good people. But I have to figure out why we can't teleport. Who do I need to talk to? What do I need to do? Oh, here we go. Glenn, you don't look well at all. You've been so quiet since we returned from Tormund. Sir Victor, what do you know about this Gawain? He was a fellow student of mine. We both studied under Master Bartholomew, the greatest professor to ever taught Nisha. Was there anything special about Gawain? You're asking questions. It's been a long time. He was really gifted, but not very interested in class. For him, life seemed to be a game. He didn't take anything seriously. Sometimes I wondered if studying was the right path for him. But why do you want to know? Strange things are happening to me. I can hear his voice. You hear his voice? You must be imagining things. No, when we met in Tormund, he confirmed it himself. What does he tell you? Nothing special, really. Sometimes he warns me when there's danger. But other than that, he just talks in riddles. I don't know what he wants from me. I've never heard of telepathic abilities in neither humans nor heirs. Grain isn't the only problem. I don't understand so many things. I remember things from my previous life, how to read, for example, or specific knowledge, but I have no real memories of my previous self, what I looked like, where I lived, nothing. Maybe we should explain a few things to them. You're right. If we explain too little, it's no good either. Come with us, Glenn. What would you like to talk with me about? There's something we need to tell you. You all look so serious. Truth be told, you and Glenn have something in common, Len. Len's memories and Glenn's knowledge of various things come from your echoes, your memories from a previous life. But you probably could have already guessed that. I already know Glenn from his previous life, and Bathraz is connected to you, Len. Do Len and I know each other as well? That's the thing we want to talk to you about. We can't tell you, but there are reasons for that. Listen carefully. The echo is the soul of a human being that has not properly dissolved in the maelstrom and has instead passed on to a new body. Your personality, or more specifically, your strengths and weaknesses, your preferences and aversions are the results of the experiences you had in this and your previous life. Your body may look different, but you are the same person. Now our mind is quite concerned with our well-being. Who can blame it for that? Remember how Damebird transferred the souls of plants, monsters, and humans? And in most cases they either died or went insane? It would not have happened differently if the body of an infant had been invaded with the experiences in the minds of an adult. For this reason, your brain has a defense mechanism similar to handling trauma that seals your memories and only reveals them slowly over a long period of time. This usually lasts into adulthood. That's why these visions have increased recently. No, not visions, memories. And well, all this is why we can't tell you anything. We had another protege once. We explained too much and she died of her echo. We had opened a valve that we could no longer close. We don't want to repeat the same thing with you two. So these two amulets around my neck are life anchors. One is tied to Glenn and the other to you, Len. You are the real reason Bathraz and I have come to Volantis. Before we continue, what have you seen in your echoes so far, Len? I remember my life on a farm. My father died in an accident and my mother became seriously ill. A group called the Order of Leonard wanted to take me in. They said I was a chosen one. When my mother eventually died, they took me with them. I lived in a palace as a special maiden training towards some goal. I remember people dressed like priests. I remember a place in the sky called Shambhala. And I remember this group fighting the Harbinger. The ultimate evil that the church preaches about? He showed up in your memories? Not himself, no, but apparently the group has banished him and is preparing for the day he returns. So you remember Shambhala. That's good. According to the rules, we should go there as soon as possible. You want me to go to the Shambhala? At once? Len, listen, Bathraz is with the Order of Leonard. You're a part of this group? At least what is left of it. Our job is to support you, and that's why they sent us here. And what about me? What about my past? I don't remember anything. Until you can remember for yourself, I can't tell you anything. So you want us to leave for Shambhala? What about the Grand Grimoire? That would be better to discuss with the others. Are you out of your mind? You plan to head for Shambhala, more so for personal reasons? First, we destroy this damn stone. That's our main objective. Have you forgotten? And do you know how we are to do this? Can we be sure that we have all the information? We have to wait until Cameron regains consciousness. Honestly, if that's what Len wishes, then I'll accompany her. Of course you will, Rob. You'd go anywhere for her. But Shambhala is dangerous, and you won't get very far without any guidance, believe me. Then they are lucky to have the perfect guide in their group. You've been to Shambhala before, Sienna? You blabbermouth. Yeah, you get around a lot as an adventurer. That's why I know how dangerous it is there. Besides, Shambhala belongs to the church, and any trespassing is punishable by death. If we get caught, we're in trouble. Such words from a thief. Then help us slip in unnoticed, Sienna. The place we're going to is full of treasure. You may help yourself. The classic argument. Do you really want me to go there just so Len can get information about her previous life? I mean, of course it's interesting, but is it worth risking your life? I'm begging you. Knowing you, you will run into every monster without yours truly. You'll find this journey difficult. Allow me to come along as well. I think that sounded quite nice. Are all princesses like this? Sheesh, all right. I'll play as the guide since we have to wait for Cameron anyway. Don't say I didn't warn you. Thank you all very much. Shambhala is a group of sky islands that broke away from Hecandria. By my last count, they are northwest of Volandis. Let's rest for today. We'll start our new journey tomorrow in the morning. So that must be why this game's called Chained Echoes. Like, you have echoes that are chained from your previous lives. Oh. Interesting. Apparently he was sleeping with the other man there. The letter from my parents. I guess I can't avoid reality from forever. Worry too much once again. Nothing has changed at home. How long will it take until we reach the moon together, sis? Perhaps it's better if you sleep some more. This world has nothing to offer you. Soon I will be able to show you a different Eldria. Even if I have to cheat, manipulate, use any means necessary to make this world a better one. Wait and see, sis. Wait and see. Glenn. Alright. Okay, now we have a party, so we can do our skills now. Oh, wrong button. Alright, so... skills... learn skills. So there's 2 more tiers of abilities. Okay, we got attack stance. Mine +2 might be its attack up. Yeah, that seems kind of meh. Attack up, honestly, is probably the best here. Oh, nice. HP 3, TP 1, attack 1, magic 1, defense 1, mind 1, agility 1. Nice. Okay, wind jump probably. Resistances could be good, but I think we just want to get the wind jump here. Unless we want, ultra. Unless we want tech points. There's a case to be made for tech points, but I think we want wind jump, and maybe we'll use the last 2 levels, because we have to do 2 more on the top here. Like the 2 top. These are the top. There's 12 abilities in every tier, so we'll have to do 2 more abilities up here. So... yeah. So I think we want wind jump. Boom. Nice. Bunch of stat ups. Pandemic. Paralyzed shot. Charging throat cut. The silence for 1 turn could be good. We got all of his things here. Probably. Human killer could be good too. Throat cut, I'm thinking, is probably what you want. Silence could be good. Yep, it's one of those skill levels where you get a bunch of stats. Dry. Critical +5. Tech points +5. Like passive skills, you don't get as many spots for passive skills, so it's kind of like I kind of put these a bit lower priority. And his aren't that great. Like the stat ups, I think are fine. Earth resistance. I mean, there's a case for like the elemental resistance stuff. 3 more. Like, there'll be better ones in higher tiers. Tech points +5. You don't really get more than +5s on those, huh? Like, we never... Critical, he never really uses basic attacks. I think we just want to take the tech points here. There you go, boom. Mind up, TP up. Dragon Killer. Multi-shot. Medical water. For 2 turns. Double potency, but you can't do it for 2 turns. It costs more TP too. Well, I guess you're trying to do 2 turns worth of healing. Doesn't seem as good. Like, I mean, there's a case for it, but losing a turn seems pretty bad. Multi-shot is probably what we want. So take that. Nice. Attack up. TP gain up could be good. Blind on everyone for 1 turn, that could be good here. Paralyzed targets. Raises critical hit on everybody. So that's a good, potentially good ability. Mind +2 could be good. More rare drops. There's a lot of, like I said, she has lots. She is just a good character. She's probably, honestly, the best character in the game. Critical hit buff for everyone. Like, that's pretty good. 15%. So I think we'd do that. Because it's a buff, it also more chance, more like yellow abilities. Nice. Boom. There you go. 2 more on this one. Could be the blind one on one of these rare drops. Mind +2 is not bad either. I mean, there's definitely cases for a lot of these here. Set skills. Set. Boom. Oh, are we done? We've maxed out. Look at this. We've actually maxed out all of the cleric abilities on her. Oh, we should probably switch her class emblem here. Cleanse. Save GP. Alright. Beast Killer. He doesn't have anything else. Monk. Here's all status elements. Like, we probably need to look at these class emblems here. So that drops some vampires much worse mind in magic. Lose a lot of stats by switching off of that, don't we? I kind of want to have those abilities here. Monk. So we don't have the wind jump. Cleanse. Cleanse is sometimes good. I feel like wind is better than fire, so we'll do wind here. He has heal all. Beast Killer. Shielding Mazruka. Agility by all Drunken Master. Cures all status elements. Mind up counterattack. Like we could use, she has a bunch of skill points we could potentially use there. Ether Sucker, Life Sucker. Dead Killer. Counter AGI up. She has 410. How many does it? One. Do we have enough to max out her? I think we have enough to max out. No, we don't. Not the Undead Killer. Max out. Like, it's kind of a waste to keep this on Len because she has all these skills, but you lose so many abilities taking it off of her. Like, there's a case to be made. We should put that on him. Vampire skill. We need more. What we need is more class emblems. The class emblems add a lot of status points, like plus 10 mind on the cleric one. Like if you just take it off, like Zed, but because she has like soups, boom, nothing. You see the difference there? Like 9 mind, 7 magic, 11 TP, 10 HP. Like we could switch her to a different class. Like we could do the monk, like, you know, it's like we lose the TP. Gives her some HP though, and some agility, which might be good considering she's like my main heals. Agility is a good stat. The cleric just has really good stats on it. If we do monk, we would have to take off our abilities. Like, it's like, so if we go skills, see, she has all these skills max, which means she can keep them set. I mean, Awakened Spirit honestly isn't that good, so maybe we keep all the jumps up. So she doesn't have any other skills to put down here, but these are now, like I said, only class passives can go down these, so these ones have a thing next to them. That's a class skill. Yeah. It's kind of crazy that they decided to put such good stats on the class emblems, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of them. But, like, I could put this on him. Let him learn some skills here. Could get the healing skills. Attack up, human killer, fire resistance. Said, case be made, we should put it on Victor. Because he's kind of like my support guy. Take off Earth Drums maybe, or Pressure Point. We have Len for wind. Maybe take off Pressure Point. Like, it just feels like a waste to keep that thing on Len, even though we want to. Like, it's just a waste. I just cannot justify that. Awakened Spirits. Pressure Point. Heal all. Boom. There you go, mind up. So he has double mind up now. See? Look, he has 2 mind ups on now. It's actually pretty good. So it gives him pretty good mind. But I think that's going to be the best here. So that's a status cure ability. Well, it looks like the higher skill levels makes the cost lower. But she's pretty much a healer, so having the ability to cure status effects is probably good. Agility buff. Counterattack. Like, this would be so much, this would be really good on Sienna. Counterattack on Sienna? What'd she have? Like, we could almost max that out. Maybe not. That's a lot of skill points. Undead Killer needs quite a bit more. Let's see. I know it's taken a long time, but equipment is a big deal in this game. Monk. She just loses some TP. She gains some agility, some HP. Maybe I do want the TP. I think we're gonna run it as is. Oh, they messed up my whole party. Look at that. My party formation's messed up again. Quit messing up my formation. Move from party. Remove from party. Need Sienna up here. Move. Put Malia here. Put Rob up here. Sienna doesn't want someone behind her, so put Bathraz and Glenn. That's how we have it. Yeah, no, we have a lot of skill points. Like, those skill points can let you buy the skills so you can be done with the emblems. I kind of feel like the current setup is how we want it to go, so not much I can do there. Alright, now we should be able to fly.